We're talking about things we should be teaching high school students. My last video talked about one of the items on my list. I'll link it here if you missed it. The third, and I believe the most important item for lifelong success, is communication. It's a broad topic, I know, but here's what I mean by that. American English is considered worldwide to be the gold standard in doing business. I mean, every country on every continent conducts international business in American English. Properly spoken, clear English. Speaking clearly comes from a multitude of places. It begins with reading, not just reading anything you want, but reading good books with a higher level of vocabulary than you currently have. Just because a book or series of books is popular does not mean it's good literature. The content of these books must also use proper English grammar. Here's why. When you read good books, you will begin to think using good English. You will begin to speak using proper English, and you will write using proper English. In writing, you will more easily be able to produce clear thoughts, logically arranged with transitions between paragraphs, because you've seen it over and over again. And as much as I love to hear different accents all over this great nation, working to rein in your local colloquial accent or dialect is a must. The president of a large metropolitan bank, a minority gentleman who grew up in an area that didn't speak proper English, said that at one point in his life, he knew if he was going to be successful, he had to learn to speak proper English. There are 24 dialects of American English that have been identified in the contiguous United States. These are not just accents, but genuinely distinct ways of speaking. They have their own grammar, syntax, vocabulary, and common expressions. This can make it quite difficult. I remember when I was 7 years old, we moved to a new state. Those schools actually taught the local accent in teaching English grammar. Every letter of the alphabet had the accent of that town. My mother worked very hard to ensure we didn't grow up with that accent. My dad worked in a very large international industry. He grew up on a farm, but although his brothers and sisters still had their country accent, he did not. And my mother also grew up in an area with a unique way of speaking. Communication was very important to them. Being capable of speaking and writing clearly was taught and modeled. Your teen will need to write essays for both college admissions and scholarships. Will they be able to write well? Help them to learn this skill. What other skills would you say a young person would need to know before venturing out on their own? Leave a comment if you liked this video. If you want to know how to win scholarships, check out my 12 scholarship hacks, tips from prestigious scholarship judges.